Back with presidential candidate Deval Patrick and the OTR Pop Quiz. Question 3, you were a member of the Justice Department under President Bill Clinton. Clinton was sworn into office on January 20th, 1993. He was 46 years, 154 days old. He was one of the youngest presidents in our history at that time. So your question is, was he the second youngest? Was he the third youngest? Was he the fourth youngest?
He was the second youngest.
He was 3. Teddy Roosevelt was the youngest at 42. JFK was 2.
Okay.
And then, of course, Mr. Clinton. All right, your last question. You own a home in the western Massachusetts town of Richmond. It was named after the Duke of Richmond. What other Berkshire town does the Duke of Richmond have a connection to? It's on the screen. Is it Lee? Is it Lennox? Is it Stockbridge?
It's Lennox.
It is Lennox. The Duke of Richmond was Charles Lennox, with 2 N's, by the way. It was misspelled by a clerk at the time of the Towns Incorporation, which hence it's Lenox now. Bingo. So
2 out of 4, not bad.
Or 3 out of 5,
well.
depending on how you score it.
I'm looking for at least 51%, if you understand.
Very good.
Very good. So from Lennox to Washington, D.C., a lot happened last week. At the crux of the Mideast problems, basically, is do you believe President Trump's order to assassinate Soleimani was legal?
Look, it's impossible to tell because I don't have access to the intelligence. I do think America has the right to protect our interests anywhere, anytime, but I think that right needs to be bound by international norms, by law, and by forethought, anticipating and thinking through and planning for the consequences. And we have a president today who has shown no respect for those boundaries, and so I think the decision for that reason was as concerning to me as to others.
Would you do it differently if you were president?
Well, I certainly want to consult and would consult the intelligence, our military experts, our allies, both in the region and those who are fighting alongside us.
And
in the
if you
Mideast.
are elected president, would you notify Congress before you took an act like that?
Well, at least simultaneously, and at least the leadership, because I think that is part of the partnership that's expected.
Let me expand on what Janet's talking about, because from the perspective of a presidential rival, is it better for America and for President Trump to be removed from office by Congress or the voters in November? In other words, it's an election this year. And I'm not suggesting the president isn't going to be reelected. All I'm saying is the better path the election, or is the better path the removal in the Senate?
Look, Ed, the founders provided for both. And they didn't say that, you could only pursue impeachment if it was warranted. Within a certain window of an upcoming election. That's a judgment that the Congress has to make and has made in the House. To me, there is absolutely no question that the president has committed impeachable offenses, some of which are encaptured by the articles of impeachment they voted on, and some are not. I think it is imperative that the Senate get on with their role in this, and that they reverse what they have seemed to be doing, which is to say this is a rubber stamp, we're going to run right through it and ignore the evidence and acquit. So
knowing that how the Senate vote is likely to turn out, is it better just to get it over with and move on with the election, or do you think that the Democrats should push and push and push as long as possible?
I think that the Democrats should push if what you mean is have a serious trial. I think there should be a serious trial. And I think that the Democrats should insist on a serious trial. You and I believe that it's unlikely that Mitch McConnell is going to permit a serious trial, which I think is why you and others asked the question. But that doesn't mean we should capitulate.
Governor, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
By the way, when you're president, there's always a spot in this chair for you, by the way.
Thank you.
Just make sure you know that.
I'm glad to know that.
Maybe
you'll come to the White House and we can do it there. But I want the answers.
No.
Before the OTR.
Governor, great to see you.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for coming in.
Good to be with you.
Great
You
to
may
see
be
you.
president, but that'll never happen.
Our thanks to Deval Patrick. The Sunday Roundtable is next.